Back with another one, man. We back with another one. Hey, man. Real quick question. Do you ever return stuff back to the store?
No. Why would I do that, man? I mean, why would I? Oh,
what's happening? Yeah.
Hell is that? God damn it.
Yeah, okay.
No, why would I do that, man? Like, okay. You mean like leave the tags on clothes or hide them when you wear them and just wear it and then take it right back? Nah, right. I don't do nothing like that.
You don't do something like that?
Don't you worry about it.
You don't try.
What you talking about, cuz?
You don't buy, try, and return? Okay.
Nah, I don't do that, cuz.
Okay.
I don't do that, cuz. Nah. Why would I do that, man?
You got that polo. Okay. Nah, so that's
Ralph.
Ralph.
Nah. I don't do that.
So as you see in the title of the video, retailers are done playing games, right? So we run across another video where retailers ain't playing no more. You know, they're really tightening down on people returning items. And I thought this would be an interesting topic that people might not be up on game about. Not necessarily about about, you know, just taking stuff back but it's how they're doing it. So with the advent of data, social media, data, tracking, buddy, this thing is getting real serious out here. Okay. And they're building profiles on people without your knowledge. And we're not going to do too much talking in the beginning. We're going to let the video do the talking and we'll come back and react to it.
Let's see it.
Yeah, I mean, but let me say this first. When you know, doing a lot of a ton of first of all, well, let's let the video do the talking
first. And no, I'm not talking about inflation or shrinkage or self-checkout lines. Retailers have a return problem.
There was about $5 trillion worth of retail sales last year. 14.5% of those were returned. That is huge, $743 billion worth.
You might have heard some retailers are changing return policies, shrinking return windows, limiting the types of items that can be returned, even charging for returns in some cases. In fact, 81% of retailers implemented pay-to-return policies in some capacity in 2023.
Amazon, Macy's, and others have added fees, or they've shortened the window for returning items purchased online.
Return fraud has caused a number of retailers to tighten their return policies writ large.
Now, most people assume these crackdowns have to do with fraudulent returns or return scams, and they do, to an extent.
Retailers expect 16.5% of holiday returns to be fraudulent this year. That's $24.5 billion worth.
The reality is returns have always been a drag on the bottom line, and the advent of e-commerce accelerated the issue as retailers started absorbing the cost of postage, transit, and lost items. It's no wonder big box companies are starting to change their policies, making it harder for fraudsters and cutting down on the cost of returns across the board.
You change a little bit of some of your policies on returns and when you actually refund people, and you try to make sure you got the right product before you actually authorize the refund.
But what if I told you this is just the latest effort in cracking down on return losses? What if retailers have been quietly tracking your return behavior for years?
Uh-oh.
First, let's establish what fraudulent return behavior is.
You have a lot of customers who will send back a broken product or try and defraud the retailer by sending back something else in the box.
Now, those are pretty easy examples, and often those returners know they're engaging in fraudulent behavior, but there's also times when people take advantage of return policies. Things like wardrobing, where a shopper buys a clothing item for an event with the intent of returning it after. While you may be following the basics of a return policy, retailers view this as problematic behavior.
But it's the people who are misinterpreting or not following the intent of policies that are really problematic for retailers.
Now, if you're still thinking, I'm not a fraudulent returner, I always follow the rules. This obviously doesn't apply to me. Sure, maybe not, but that doesn't mean you haven't been flagged in the past.
It isn't sort of a binary event. It isn't that either you're a good returner or a bad returner. Essentially, what retailers are trying to do is ensure that every customer is profitable on their own.
A 2018 report by the Wall Street Journal documented what was and still is a largely unspoken policy of big box retailers, tracking and profiling risky return behavior, even going as far as banning customers from returning at the store. Customers who seemingly have done nothing wrong because of their return score. But what's a return score? Who's keeping track and what do they know about me? Let's use an example. Say I went into my local big box tech store and bought a laptop last year. I take it home and decide, this isn't for me. I'm going to return it. So I go back to the store and return the item within the proper time period. I have my receipt. It's in the original packaging. But this is a pretty expensive item. So I'm asked to show an ID. Hey, no big deal. I give them my ID and the card.
What do you think, man?
Man, guilty. Guilty. Look, people do this all the time, man, and I think this video is very important because we're going into the holiday season. There's going to be a lot of returns, legit returns, but some returns are not so legit. So I'll give you an example. We're truckers, right? We're home. I'm a renter now, but I used to be a homeowner. You might have to, fix something in the house. I remember a time where I bought like a grinder. I lost the key to my gate, right? And my money was a little tight. I needed a grinder to cut the lock. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy this grinder, cut this lock, put it back in the box, and take it back to Home Depot. Guess what?
What happened?
Home Depot took the damn thing right back after I was done using it. I think I was stuck with the blade that I had to buy. You know what I mean? But that $50, $60 grinder, I was able to get the money back. I think I was able to get like a Home Depot. Like Home Depot, they're doing like gift cards now. Like you can only use the money for other purchases within Home Depot.
Okay.
If you look at my shirt right now, I probably could take this shirt back to where I bought it from and get the money right back returned to my card. People are doing this. I've met women that will buy a dress for a specific event. They'll tuck in the tag and they'll go to the party or, event that they got to go to, $200 dress. Girl, I'm taking this dress right back. That's what they be saying to their girlfriend. Girl, I'm taking this dress. Where you get that dress? Girl, I got it from, Sephora or whatever, and they taking that dress right back. So it's a problem, man. It's a problem.
That's crazy, man. That is insane.
I made the purchase with. All good. I get my money back and leave the store. Fast forward to today. I go to buy a flat screen TV at that same big box store, but I get it home and it isn't the right size. You know what? I'm just going to order it online. So I go back to that big box store and return the TV within the proper time frame. I have my receipt. It's in the packaging. And wait, what do you mean I can't return it? I'm following company return policy, aren't I? I'm then handed a sheet that tells me I need to reach out to a third-party company to find out why my return was refused. Wow. Turns out this store has been sending my data out to a third-party loss prevention service provider, and unbeknownst to me, this company has been building a profile on me for years. They have access to my name, address, phone number, ID number, even my loyalty account information. Basically, any personal data I've handed over to this retailer. Now, this is all hypothetical, but loss prevention companies and this exact practice is very real. The most prominent being a company called the Retail Equation. According to the Retail Equation's website, it works with individual retailers to outline what the retailer deems as potentially fraudulent behavior. From there, the Retail Equation software tracks customer return behavior and assigns a score to returners who may exhibit potentially fraudulent behavior. According to the Retail Equation, its software normally tracks factors such as frequency of the specific transaction types, transaction value, whether the customer has a receipt, and purchase history at that retailer. But what does that look like in practice? Well, according to the Wall Street Journal, it could be a lot of things. Bringing back several returns in a short amount of time, returning a large portion of your purchase, maybe you forgot a receipt, returning an expensive item, returning a frequently stolen item, even returning an item close to closing time. These are just a few examples of things that could hurt your return score. Meaning, in theory, even a shopper who is operating within the bounds of a return policy could get penalized. For some, they may never know they even had a score or that it was impacted. For others, this could look like a warning handed out at the return counter or being outright banned from returning at that retailer. According to customer complaints lodged with the Better Business Bureau, customers reported feeling blindsided by the return blocks at major U.S. retailers. Several complaints go as far as claiming the penalized behavior in the report was misreported and had no way of seeing it until after they were given a warning or their return was already blocked. It's complaints like these that prompted several now dismissed class action lawsuits against the retail equation between 2020 and 2023. Plaintiffs in each suit allege this software often gets information wrong and gives shoppers little recourse when it comes to accessing or correcting the data the retail equation collects. The lawsuit goes on to claim that this data is supplied to the retail equation without the knowledge or consent of consumers. The problem is these types of complaints are hard to back up. Often these policies are outlined where most of the fine print is buried in retailers' terms of service or return policy.
It isn't something you can opt out of, because if they have decided to outsource their return logistics to a third party, and you're agreeing to purchase from them in that purchase agreement, you're also implicitly.
Buddy, when we talk about when you talk about return policies, not just that data and consent, everything we do now is you got some consent that you're signing off on and is deep in the language of the agreements and stuff like that. Setting up apps, doing subscriptions, anything like that. They bamboozling you by consent, and you give them consent for everything.
Yeah, man.
So it's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of transactions are performed online now. A lot of this retail stuff. However, the in-store purchases the in-person transactions are counted as well. You know what I mean? You're not signing nothing, but essentially, if they're signed up with this particular retail equation company, as soon as you swipe your card and purchase something, it might be some fine print on your receipt. We might need to start looking at our receipts as well to see what's going on, because there's always some fine print somewhere, and why not put it on the receipt? I bet it's on the receipts.
It probably is, yeah.
Opting into accepting the third-party logistics provider for returns.
At the time of the Wall Street Journal report, the retail equation said it worked with 34,000 stores. The 2021 class action suit named several retailers as defendants, including Dick's Sporting Goods, Best Buy, and Advance Auto Parts. Other retailers like Home Depot and TJ Maxx have also been identified as past users of the retail equation services. And this leads back to our bigger question. If retailers have been implementing these targeted policies for a while, why implement broad policy changes now?
Now that interest rates have also risen, what you have is retailers thinking, look, there's a piece of cost here that isn't necessary.
Basically, it's a lot more expensive to be a retailer right now, meaning to turn a profit, they're having to tamp down on areas that have historically been money drains. According to the retail equation's own numbers, the U.S. retail industry lost over $101 billion to return fraud and abuse in 2023. And that's not counting the cost of all the regular, non-fraudulent returns.
Most of the returns that come back, it could cost up to 40% of the retail or the original retail price to put that item back on the shelf. And there's no guarantee they can sell it for what they originally asked for. So they're losing money on both ends.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. I mean, and look. So, for me, I'm not a big shopper. I don't spend a lot of money. I don't spend a lot of, I don't, and I damn sure don't return a lot of stuff. I feel so weird about return. I've always felt that way. Standing
How do you
return
feel
line.
when you return stuff?
Oh man,
Do you feel like you're poorer, bub?
No, I just
do you
feel
feel
like
poorer?
No, man. It's I don't know why.
Do you feel like a scammer, bub?
No, I just felt like if you should have known if you needed it. I see if you don't know what's wrong with it.
Yeah, so I mean, there's legitimate returns out here. Sometimes stuff don't fit properly. Sometimes there was it didn't work properly. If it's electronic, like, hey, this thing don't work.
Right,
I bought a TV one time. As soon as I plugged it up, it was like the screen was all pixelated.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? It was like a 60-inch TV. It was at Walmart. They took that thing out the box.
They tested it.
They tested it. They plugged it up. I was holding up the line, bro. It was like 30 people behind me.
Well,
they plugged that thing up.
Okay.
You know, they ain't playing with y'all.
And so that's what I'm saying. I would love to hear some stories about, has anybody experienced the denial of being able to return something?
It's coming though.
I bet you all that stuff's coming down the pipeline right now because they're losing billions of dollars, $600 billion a year in returns. They're not playing those games. They're going to tighten that up. So people who are used to buying things, turn them back in. It's going to look a lot different in the future here. And I'm interested to see what that looks like. Oh, you looked them up. Okay. Are you going to try to get your score?
Was your transaction warned or denied? Huh? Look at this. Seeking information. Check.
Yeah.
Like, dude, we are now we got credit scores, right?
Yeah.
Now we have a retail report. We have credit reports. We have retail reports. Our returns are being, sent to this company. Is kind of genius, right?
Yeah.
Because you saw the number, over $101 billion lost over, a period of a year or so.
It's 600 billion. 600.
Huh?
600.
Huh?
You see what I'm saying? Like this.
Bro, that's a lot. As a business owner, bro, can you imagine those losses? Something has to be done. And, now they have this tool and these retailers are getting smart. There's have you ever seen those Facebook marketplace ads of like warehouses selling pallets of return goods and stuff like that? Bro, they be selling these pallets of return goods for like $100 and you got $1,000 worth of, people are flipping this stuff and, it's a whole nother business. It's a whole nother economy in that. And it's because of returns and stuff like that.
Yeah, returns. I know a guy that has a business like that, a big time business, where they had to actually store with those old things from the different retailers. So, and they had a huge warehouse where they was selling this stuff for.
And they're selling this stuff on penny. Imagine being a retailer like Walmart or Home Depot. You're having to get rid of this stuff pennies on a dollar.
Well, I don't know about pennies on a dollar. They got smart. They know that we'll get it to be cheaper, but it ain't gonna be half. It's not gonna be that much cheaper. Oh, right. Walmart. You saying the Walmart when they're selling it?
I'm saying though, you could bid on these items online. Certain pallets, they'll show you a picture of a pallet with like
you don't know
30 generators on them. They got generators, they got lawnmowers, they got all these electronics, and they do a bid system. Imagine what those people are paying for those pallets if they're just auctioning them off. But yeah,
it creates jobs, create businesses. It's a good business if you know how to work it. And if you got the room to keep,
you got to have storage, right? You got to have a storage unit. You got to have.
You got to get on there. You got to have super time. You got to be getting on there, putting it online, sifting through all this stuff. It's a lot behind.
I see people selling them at like yard sale type deals.
Yard sales.
You might be driving up the street and you'll see like a person just selling nothing but power tools on the side of the road.
Right.
That's where they're getting these things from.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is a very important video because over the years we've been able to return shirts like this.
Yeah, after wearing it. Yeah. Pop that tag, man. It's a nice shirt.
I'm not popping this tag. I might not want it tomorrow, Salim. I might go to. I'm thinking, what time is it over here? It's 10:59. As soon as we hit stop, right. We ain't editing this video tonight. I'm about to go to the club. I'm gonna tuck this tag in. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna guess what? I'm gonna try not to sweat too much. I ain't gonna put no cologne on the shirt.
That's what I was about to say. You're gonna spray the Creed Adventures on there.
I'm just gonna put deodorant on, make sure it ain't too musty. I'm be in the club like this.
Right. Okay.
Hey, baby, don't rub up on me too much, baby. Hey, what you wearing? Okay, let me smell you from here. You smell good. Yeah. And I'm gonna take this shirt back tomorrow. If I was like y'all. I ain't like that. I'm gonna keep this shirt. I'm gonna add it to my wardrobe. You know what I mean? If I were like y'all, I would do that. But I ain't taking this shirt back, man.
You say you fancy the Macy's of the world.
Timmy be shopping. Be shopping, boy.
Whoa, you didn't get that from TJ Maxx.
Or we be popping tags. But guess what? I done been into TJ Maxx and Marshalls. Like, I mean, shoot, it's been times where I had important meetings and stuff, and I was like, you know what? I got my work clothes. I can't go to this meeting and that. I'm gonna go to Marshalls, TJ Maxx, and stuff like that. You know, a lot of TJ Maxx and Marshalls and your Rosses of the world, they get a lot of their clothes from the big retailers like Macy's and stuff like that. That, you know, the stuff they couldn't sell. That's why it's sold at a discount. I go up in there, I might buy a whole outfit, name brand stuff for $30, pants, shirt, and boom, I'm going to my meeting,
that's my
and that
style.
you know
That's
that
my
lower
style
retail.
right there,
I know
boy.
that's your style,
That's
baby.
how I get down.
I know how you get down. Pop that collar one time, leave out that collar, man. I ain't playing with y'all. But look,
you know, yeah,
go ahead. What you about to say?
but you know, I was just talking about. We was talking about what the style is. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't like turning stuff back in because I don't know. It just that's not my game. So, but I can see how this can translate into other areas. Let's say, for instance, that data can describe a certain kind of person, right? So then
The
they take
days of
that data.
returning
Then guess who's
clothes are
like
over for y'all.
that? Just returning stuff. But then guess what? Can a job get their hands on that data?
Oh, that's a good one, Salim.
You see what I'm saying?
This month, a scammer.
What he scammer?
Oh, that's a good one. I didn't think of that. I guarantee you, jobs are going to be looking into stuff like this.
Brother, they look into credit. They're
already looking into credit. They're looking.
They profiling people and say, "Damn, oh no, you a returner, huh? Let's get you up out of here. You don't want your kind of people in here."
Yeah. If I see that you got a high return radius or high return score on this thing, and I'm a business owner that has like retail and wholesale stuff, I might look at you as a stealer.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you might be looking at my products like, damn, how much can I get for this
Yeah.
on the damn black market or
Bro, I'm telling you.
marketplace, Craigslist. I'm not, man. Look, people.
Hey.
But look, can we just like put ourselves in the mindset of a middle class or a lower income earner? They got to go to a wedding. They've been invited to a wedding. They want to get a nice dress or a shirt, but they can't. They got to pay their damn power bill in a couple of days. So it's pay the power bill or go to my brother's wedding. All right, I'm gonna buy this shirt or I'm gonna buy this dress. I'm gonna tuck that tag in. Where the tag at? I'm gonna do my little two-step. Tomorrow morning, soon as the store open. Yeah, the shirt don't fit right. I'm gonna I think I want my money back. And the fabric is itchy on my skin. It's a little itchy. Yeah. How do you want that? You want the store credit or would you want the cash? I'll take the cash. Yeah. I'll take the cash. Yeah, I'll take the cash. Stop laughing. But this thing is happening every single day. When you go to Walmart, when you go to Macy's, when you go to these places, have you ever stood in the customer service line for returns? These lines are long as
Super
hell.
long.
Oh my God, it's so long, bro. You be in there forever. That's why I don't return. All right, I'm capping. The reason I don't stand in return lines is because it take forever.
Boy, that's another good point. Think about it. How about they make them long? They make the return process tedious, make people not want to return.
Let me see your ID. She said that in the video.
Yeah, they have to.
Sign right here.
Yes.
Okay. Like, dude.
They might hire people and tell them to go through all these processes. Keep that. And I was like, man, I'm not going. I'll just keep it. Especially think about a little $25 item that you like. Let's say an item, a pair of pliers. You feel like you're never going to use again. Buy the pair of pliers. You have to get this job done. Boom.
Yeah.
And then you go take them back. You're going to stand in line you're going to spend 30 minutes of your day, 45 minutes of your day trying to return an item. Mm-hmm. For $25, you're going to get the alarm. But
go ahead.
Keep, like I said, so instead of like, borrowing the item, you might not know nobody with that specialty tool, but think about it like this. I always look at it like this. I'm going to pay somebody to come out here to do something, or I'll buy the tool to do it myself. Mm-hmm. That's the game. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I got this tool, put it up somewhere. Maybe, I don't know. I got a big tool collection.
When it comes to men, we're gonna need that tool again.
You're gonna need that tool again, man.
If you work in a certain industry or whatever, whether you're a trucker or you're a mechanic or you're a homeowner. There we go. Same time.
Yes.
You're a car owner. So I was looking in my toolbox the other day. I had a special socket for spark plugs. I bought that thing back in like 2016 or something for
Yeah.
my little Ford Ranger. I was like, damn, I remember I bought that socket. I didn't have the money at the time, Salim. But guess what? I was like, I'm gonna need to change the spark plugs again in this thing. I'm not turning it back.
Right.
I'm not returning it. Or I might need to change the spark plug in my girl car at the time. It's a special socket you got to buy for those spark plugs that fit spark plugs only. And, you know, here it is all these years later. I still have it, you know, so.
But here's the thing about that spark plug socket. It can be used for other things. It's the only thing that make that spark plug socket special is it had a little rubber grommet in the top of it that grabs the damn thing as you unscrew it. It's nothing but a deep well socket with a grommet in it. So you can use it for a lot of other things.
You put me on.
Right. So, I mean, first, you know, but these are specific, but like the dress situation, that's different. You know, like how many dresses you got in your closet? You can't wear the same one. You might have a dress that you wore before. You can't wear that dress. It's out of style. Put another dress on. Put the same. What? Too many people seen that dress already?
That's what it is. Women buy stuff. I'm sorry, women. I'm sorry for the 3 or 4 women that watch this channel. Yeah, they buy stuff and they post pictures on the gram and TikTok and Snapchat, and they be like, "Look, I already posted this dress. I can't wear this again. I'm going to take this shit back."
They see that same dress again. Somebody gonna see it. It's like, "Oh, you wore that dress."
And some men are like that too, especially like men who wear the high fashion brands, Givenchy. I don't buy that stuff. But the Gucci, like you got a big old shirt like this. Instead of saying Polo, it says Gucci. Like, man, Tim wore that thing last week. You just posted that, man. They wearing that same, but guess what? It's $1,000 shirt. Why wouldn't I wear it? But some people they gonna take. Huh? I don't think Gucci take returns. I wouldn't know, people. I don't shop Gucci, but you know, folks don't be wanting to be seen because when they step out, they want to take pictures and they don't want to be seen in the same thing twice, bro.
Oh, Lord.
But guess what? These retailers, Retail Equation website,
ain't having it no more. They got
something for your eyes.
Yeah, they got something for you. They ain't taking that shit back.
Yeah, man.
Okay. Well, it's been real, man. Y'all let us know what you think in the comments. You know, we'll leave a link to the video if you want to go back through it, watch the video again. Love to get credit where credit for people whose video we review. And yeah, man, this is going to come up in the future. So be on the lookout. Go check your TRE score, the retail equation. Go check your score. Go see if you can check it. Stay up on it. Be very careful out there because companies are profiling right now. I can see this being a thing. So be careful.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. By the end of the year, how many subs you want to be by the end of the year? We're in November right now. We need some subscribers.
Man, I would love to hit that
November 9th.
And we listen, man, we slow stroking right now. You know what I mean? And we having fun with it. We're growing, we're building, and I appreciate everybody who jumps on here and show love. I really do. We're trying to keep it real organic. We're not trying to, I don't feel like, you know how we are. We're not trying to grow this thing in a way where pay to get subscriptions and all this kind of crap. We want to just do it right, do it organic, and make it with value. So when I say that, we probably got 160, 169 at the moment. Man, I feel real good about it.
What's our goal for the first of the year?
Man.
250.
I love to be 1,000.
We got less than 2 months to get that.
But 250 ain't hard, man. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like. It's a lot of people are watching videos, but they're not hitting the subscribe button. You know what I mean? They're not hitting the like button. That's a common thing because people just be like, man, all right, whatever. They might like it, but they're not subscribing and hitting that thumbs up. It really helps. And then tell a friend, say, hey man, these my boys, they're doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? Just show a little love to them and they're gonna get better and stronger and more entertaining, have more guests on there. We have the ability to do it. We need y'all help. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Peace.